What up, Rob? Welcome to the episode Brand Janeau Show. As you know, I am Brand Janeau. And like always on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brand Janeau Show. Social media, excuse me, social media platforms. Instagram, Threads, Brand Janeau. Facebook, The Brand Janeau Show. And of course, TikTok, Brand Janeau Show. Go follow, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, X, B Janeau. Follow me on all those social media platforms. I would appreciate it if you did. Really, where you go to? Where you can go to is the YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show YouTube channel. Go follow me on my YouTube channel, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Comment, like the vids, like the shorts. It helps in the algorithm. If you do, yeah, this episode is life in times with music. I've been doing this, man. I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time. We're getting closer, closer to the end. I don't know what to do after this. Uh, it is my top 10 list that I've been doing all goddamn year. Feels like since last year. Um, I'm in the 2010s. I started in the 90s. Now I did the 2000s, and now I'm in the 2010s. This is my top 10 collaboration songs of the 2010s. Now, I know people are going to sit there and say, what? Now, when you read this list and hear this list, you're immediately going to jump out the window and say, uh, man, this song should be on this. This song should be on this. Let me explain collaboration too. Collaboration is two people. Somebody is featured on the song. So it's not a group project. It's not a duo. So I want to get that out the way right now. So no, Jumpman will not be on this list because it's not a collaboration song. It's a duo project. They actually teamed up together and did a complete joint project. So it's not like they did a. It's not like Future was featuring Drake on the song. They're doing this song together. So it will not be on there. So yeah. So no niggas in Paris because that's also a dual project. It's a dual song. Jay Z and Kanye did that together. So yeah. So yeah. Let's get into it, man. A PSA. So I get into it. If you don't know, I do my top 10 list. I go from 10 to 1. I explain each song, why they're positioned, where they're positioned, why they're on the list, where they're on the list. Yes, if you do not like my list when I put this out, I need you to understand something. And this is the best way I can put this. And this is such a from me to you. You can make your own fucking list. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I swear it's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You go get a piece of paper and a pen and write the shit down. It's not that hard. It is not that hard. Let's get into it. Starting on the list at number 10. Starting on the list at number goddamn 10. It is. Listen, I'm 10. Power Trip. J. Cole featuring Miguel. J. Cole is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Yeah, he's up there. J. Cole is one of my favorite rappers. And when this song came out, man, and we were getting ready for Born Center, this was the first single. It was like, okay, this sounds like something. Sounds like something. Like, okay. So this is gonna be something. It's gonna be something. And the fact that this is probably his most standout song in his discography, which is crazy to say because he's got a bunch of songs, but if you're a fan of J. Cole, this is one of them songs that I think really was a crossover song that even in the time period that it came out, it really wasn't a crossover. Like if you think about it, it wasn't really a crossover song like that. It was just a hit. It was a good song. It was a hit, but it wasn't like a crossover song. Now it's like a really massive mainstream song for J. Cole, and you didn't even. I don't even think if you asked him, like Power Trip was gonna be this type of level of success for him, he probably would tell you not really. I would probably say Crooked Smile. Actually, him and TLC. But this was the song. This was the song that literally catapulted Born Sinner. Of course, he had a lot of other songs, Crooked Smile, and all his other songs. But this was it, man. This was the one song that definitely put the stamp on J. Cole and how great he is. So I'm not too surprised that this song was him and Miguel when they team up was awesome. Like them two have incredible chemistry. They worked perfectly well together. And I'm not too really too surprised that it has stood the test of time since it came out. Because it's a dope ass fucking song. It's not a bad song, it's a dope ass fucking song. So yeah. And that's at number 10 kicking off the list. At number nine, speaking of Miguel, at number nine, Flower Bomb, Lotus Flower Bomb, Wale featuring Miguel. Miguel was a beast in the mid early 2010s. Like he had some features that make you be like, yeah, this shit hit. like this shit hit. You know, he had some features, man, that you definitely was like, this is shit. And Lotus Flower Bomb, I think, was at a time period in his career. You had Power Trip in 2011 came out, and then you had Lotus Flower Bomb at the end of 2011, going into 2012, and then it catapulted him into his massive year of 2012 with Adore and all his other songs that came out around this time. But Lotus Flower Bomb with Wale was just every fucking where. I mean, every fucking where. Lotus Flower Bomb was every fucking where, and it was a massive, massive hit. So, and this is another song from Wale discography that just solidified him even fucking further in the game, and yeah, definitely gave him one of his greatest hits in his discography. So yeah, but that is at number nine. And number eight, it is My Way remix, Fetty Wap featuring Drake. Yeah, I wish this song was actually on musical platforms everywhere. I wish this song. Hearing Fetty Wap explain why he didn't want to put it out there, he wanted to put his homie on. Totally understandable. I get that. Respect to you. But we also know at that time, if Drake dropped a song, I mean, still to this day it's this way, but if Drake dropped a song, the song was going to get looked at. And it was going to get played and it was going to be a hit. And the fact that this shit was actually on the radio and it was a massive fucking hit for you to be like, nah, I can't accept that because I want to put my people on. Respect to you, my brother. I cannot get mad at you for being a loyal man to your people. But this did kind of derail your fucking career a little bit because that look was crazy. And My Way remix is still probably one of the best songs that have never been put on the album or on musical platforms anywhere. It is one of those songs that it's word of mouth. It's word of mouth. Like the song. You know the song, you know the verse, you know Drake's part. Like it is one of them songs, bro. Like it is still to this day one of the biggest songs that has never been put on musical platforms. You can just go look this bitch up on YouTube. It's there. It is one of them songs, bro. I just feel like a lot of people still to this day listen to My Way and it's still a fucking hit. Like that fucking beat, everything about that song is just fucking fire, bro. Like it's just oh man. Listening to these songs again, like I always say, listening to these songs, trying to write this list, you just remember where you were when you first heard these motherfuckers. Like it just and this was one of them songs where it just went everywhere. And then I remember going to see Drake on tour and he performed this bitch. Oh man, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That night was nuts. Nuts. That's Lotus, but My Way is at number eight on this list. Number seven. Number seven. Devil in a New Dress. Kanye West featuring Rick Ross. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is my favorite My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is my favorite Kanye West album. Over the Graduation, just a little bit. Over the Graduation. All the hits off that project I could have put on this list. But Devil in a New Dress, that beat, that whole song, like, man, it's fucking beautiful. And then Rick Ross verse fit the song. Like Rick Ross is not one. It's not a bad fucking rapper. Like Rick Ross has always been one of my favorite rappers. You know, so it's not that surprising that he has had the career he's had or the legacy that he's had. But yeah, man, Devil in a New Dress off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Everything about that beat, the production, everything, man. That shit just fucking hit, bro. It fucking hits, bro. Like, oh my god, yeah, yeah. That's at number 7. Number 6, just missing. I mean, just missing the top 5 at number 6. It is Sycamore, Travis Scott featuring Drake. Experiencing this song live at a concert is probably the craziest shit you've ever seen. The fact that I actually got a chance to see both of these men perform this song together, I wish I still had the fucking video. Oh man, that shit was so much fun. But seeing them two perform this shit together is fucking an experience, bro. Like, let me explain this shit to you. It's a fucking experience. Sycamore is the shit. That whole beat switch up, everything about this, it kind of tells you of the new time period of music where we at right now, where a lot of these a lot of songs and shit, the beat switch ups, everything. But they made it perfect. I don't know how you did that, but they made that bitch perfect. Drake's beginning, Travis coming in at the end, and then of course just going into the Drake verse at the end. Everything about this shit, man. Everything. I remember when the video first came out, everybody was trying to watch this shit. Like, bro, it's a smash fucking hit. Like one of the best Travis Scott songs he's ever had in his discography. So yeah. But getting to my top 5, I gotta recap the list. At number 10, Power Trip, J. Cole featuring Miguel. Number 9, Loaded Flower Bomb, Wale featuring Miguel. Number 8, My Way remix, Fetty Wap featuring Drake. Number 7, Devil in a New Dress, Kanye West featuring Rick Ross. And number 6, Sycamore, Travis Scott featuring Drake. And number five, Crew Love, Drake featuring The Weeknd. There's a lot of songs I could have went with Drake in the 2010s. He's been on the list already like a couple of fucking times. I mean, he's been on this a couple of times. But Crew Love, when I was listening to all these songs, and I'm like, yeah, what song am I gonna put on here? I could have went The Model. I could have, but I feel like Crew Love is actually way more well known than The Model. And I know people don't think that's crazy to say because Crew Love is actually an album cut. Like it's actually a song that you actually had to go listen to. It's a song that grew in time. And I feel like Crew Love is the first time for some people to hear The Weeknd. That was the first time you heard The Weeknd. Really fucking heard The Weeknd, right? It is probably the first time you heard The Weeknd. If you've been listening to The Weeknd, just a trilogy mixtape, and all the mixtapes he dropped, it wasn't surprising. But the fact that this was the first song that you just was like, oh shit, who the fuck is this? Crew Love is that type of song. Legendary, iconic, a standout in both of those men's discography. So yeah, but Crew Love, yeah, yeah. I wish I got a chance to see them perform this once in my life. That'd be pretty cool. Be pretty cool. Number 4, Money Trees, Kendrick Lamar featured J Rock. That fucking song, that beat, J Rock's verse. Damn, bro. Like that. I remember when I first heard that bitch, it feels like the summertime. You know what I'm saying? It feels like the summertime. Me and my niggas trying to get it, you Yeah, Money Trees is shit, bro. I cannot deny that that motherfucking song ain't hard. You could kiss my ass. You are a lying son of a bitch if you don't think Money Trees is one of the hardest songs you ever heard in your life. You are a lying son of a bitch. Money Trees is so fucking hard. It's crazy, bro. That song is a fucking banger, bro. Number three, Aston Martin music. Rick Ross featured Drake and Chrisette Michelle. I talk about this a lot when I bring this song up. When this song first came out, this is when the highs of this is where hip hop media was actually good. And and I remember when this song came out, and I was like I was on Hot New Hip Hop, and I went to this other app that can let you download music. Sorry, I'm saying this shit on fucking podcast, but I got to ask my music version with Drake rapping, the Drake, the Paris motion music one. So I had the original one where Rick Ross is rapping on it, Chris Michelle, Drake is rapping, then it goes into the Drake verse. So I had that. So I was listening to this song for a very long time. So when the album came out, I was already listening to it. Like I already had the verse, I had everything. And I remember when this song came out, I used to have it on my iPad, my iPod. Yes, kids, we had an iPod. Yeah, not an iPhone, iPod. And I had it on my iPod. And I used to listen to this song every morning because this girl liked this song, and I liked her. So it was just like, yeah, this works. So I was like, that smart music is still a shit, bro. If you listen to this song now, you still catch a vibe to it. It's a fucking hit, and that damn song is damn near about to be 16 years old. 16 fucking years old, and it's still a fucking hit. That's crazy, bro. That is fucking nuts when you think about it. 16 years, bro, and that song is still a fucking hit. If they put that song out today, that song would be the number one song in the country. You know how fucking crazy that sounds? That is nuts. Number two, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm fresh than a motherfucker. Chris Brown featuring Busta Rhymes and Lil Wayne. Look at me now is a fucking hit. Smash fucking hit. Now I could have put Loyal. Chris Brown got some bangers in the 2010s. Don't get twisted. I could have put Loyal. I could put New Flame. I could have put a lot of shit on here. But I feel like I could put Deuces. But I feel like look at me now is just a hit, bro. Like, and this was really like I think after Deuces came out and he dropped some songs off that Fame album. But when this came out, it was no denying that Chris Brown was back, and you couldn't deny that anymore. He he solidified himself. He solidified himself with this, and Busta Rhymes verse is still legendary as motherfucking legendary can get. It's iconic. It's one of the greatest guest features probably of the modern time. And then Lil Wayne also killed this bitch. It wasn't like Bus Rhymes did, no, Bus killed this motherfucker, but Wayne also killed this motherfucking song. Don't get it twisted now. They all killed this shit, bro. Look at me now. It's just a fucking banger, bro. Yeah. And number one, this might be a controversial number one, but I don't give a fuck. At number one, a lot. 21 Savage featuring J. Cole. This was the first time you actually heard 21 Savage in a introspective. place. Him talking about his life since becoming successful and now having the money and the success. And one of my favorite 21 Savage albums is "I Am I Was." That's like one of my favorite 21 Savage albums. I think it's his best work he's ever put out. His rapping on that was incredible. The ability to tell introspective stories, the way he was at the time in his career and his life. And this is the first song off the project, and you hear him and J. Cole. Like in J. Cole, of course, with that verse, it's just fucking legendary. Like I fucking conic. Like that verse is legendary. And the fact that I got a chance to see them perform this together is also very fucking dope. So a lot by 21 Savage is definitely on this list, and it's definitely at number one. Well, I'll get off here and let me recap this list. Number one, 21 Savage featuring J. Cole a lot. Number two, Look at Me Now, Chris Brown featuring Busta Rhymes, Lil Wayne. Number three, Aston Martin Music, Rick Ross featuring Drake. Rick Ross featuring Drake and Cassette Michelle. Number four, Money Trees, Kendrick Lamar featuring J Rock. Number five, Drake, Crew Love featuring The Weeknd. Number six, Sycamore, Travis Scott featuring Drake. Number seven, Devil in a New Dress, Kanye West featuring Rick Ross. Number eight, My Way, Fetty Wap featuring My Way Remix, Fetty Wap featuring Drake. Number nine, Lotus Flower Bomb, Wale featuring Miguel. And number 10, Power Trip, J. Cole featuring Miguel. That is it. Next week, take a break from the 2010s because next week I will be doing the top 10 list, just not a top 10 of the 2010s. I will be going back into just doing a artist list, which will be next week. It will be my top 10 50 Cent songs to get me prepared for the debate, which I will be doing next week, sometime in the following weeks to come in between the game and 50 Cent. So next week, it will be the 50 Cent top 10 list of his best songs. And then next time I come back on here, it will be albums and it will be R&B, top 10 albums of the R&B in 2010. So that's going to be pretty fun to do. But until then, I am Brandon Janeau. Been a Brandon Janeau Show. 5 times music. Go listen to all this music, all these artists. Yeah, peace.